Hello, my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Zero to Hero in our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and currently we are here at the Prepper's Cache above Mystery Lake. We managed to make it all the way across the map and find our way here to the hatch. We're extremely hungry and tired and thirsty, and fortunately we do have some shelter in here. We can go to bed, but first of all, we did catch some rabbits. We need to probably eat up a little bit, get some food in our belly. I'm just about to run out of our well-fed bonus from hunger, so I am going to eat a cattail or two, and then we're going to get a fire started and cook up these rabbits, and then we'll head into the bunker, and hopefully I've got a bedroll in there. That's really the main reason why we came all this way, was to try to find a bedroll to replace the one that I lost, left behind somewhere. Had a lot of great suggestions from people
right now
about where I may have left it. And I really appreciate you guys kind of tracking this down. I want to shout out to Anna Wright, one of the viewers. She actually spent the time and went through all of the old episodes trying to find where I last had it. Oh, look, I only have one stick.
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
This could be a problem. Do I have any fuel? I may not have any firewood, guys. Did I drop? We may not be able to get a fire started. Let me check our firewood situation. We do have 4 coal. Okay. Let's get this started. Use our torch. Okay, yeah. Oh, so anyway, thank you, Anna, so much. She went back through all the old episodes until she saw the last time I actually had it. And wouldn't you know it, guys, I'm really embarrassed to say this, but I left it back at the Grey Mother's house. Before I left Mountain Town with that big rope climb, we left it over there. I knew I never should have put it down, and here I preached to you guys how I should never put it down. And then what do? I put it down and I walk away. That is unfortunate, but anyway, we now hopefully have a remedy for that because we are here at the cache, and we'll get another bedroll. Anyway, let's harvest these fat rabbits up. Let's get some meat. You know what? I should probably, while this fire is going, let's put some water on here. Actually, you know what? I do believe, if I remember correctly, the last time we looted this Prepper's Cache, there was an abundance of water. So I'm not super worried now that I think about it, but I don't want to waste time while this is... While we're harvesting, we'll go ahead and cook up some water. Okay, 9 minutes. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. Let's do 9 minutes with the knife. Kind of speed things up. Now, as you can tell, we are extremely tired. I really exerted every last bit of energy just trying to get up here. Let's separate these rabbits. So which one are you? That's the one we just harvested. Sounds like old Mr. Owl is out for the night. We could probably leave the guts here for the owl. Alright, let's do 8 minutes with the knife. Actually, you know, I'm going to use the... What about our hand? 30... Oh, that's too long. We'll use the hacksaw. Because I'm still waiting for this water to boil, and then we're going to put the meat on. Yeah, I might leave these rabbits out for the owl.
Too heavy.
And the wildlife. Okay, let's pick these up. I want to put the heaviest, biggest piece of meat on to cook. So I click through these and look at the wait time. So 24 minutes on this one. Let's pick this up. That's about right. Okay. 30 minutes on the fire. Yeah, guys, I'm a little bit worried about our firewood situation. I think I'm going to harvest some of these old torches just so we can finish cooking this meat. That's actually a good torch right there. Let's sort by weight. So I'm bringing the heavy hammer. Why did I bring the heavy hammer here? I must be wanting to spread it out somewhere or leave it somewhere. Yeah, because we did the forging, right? We must... Yeah, that's right. I'm remembering now. We found another heavy hammer at the forge. Okay, I just got lightweight so I could walk around just a tiny bit, see if there's any sticks. There's always sticks when you don't need them, but as soon as you need them, they all just... They hurry and scurry.
Better find some water.
They scurry into their little holes because they know you're looking for them. Reminds me of snipe hunting as a kid. I totally fell for that trick. If you're not familiar, snipe hunting is a kind of a trick they play on young kids. Especially if you have mountains or like trees nearby, like a forest. You tell the kids you're going to go snipe hunting, and it's a fictional animal. And they really just sit and laugh at you as you try to make a fool of yourself, trying to catch imaginary critters that don't even exist. And of course I totally fell for it. But it was a good time though. Really good time. Do I want to use another coal? I think I might just let it burn out, the fire. We'll get a big bite to eat. I might cook the rest of it in the morning if we can get some firewood. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put another coal on. I really want to eat this food. It smells so good. I didn't think I was very hungry until I took that first bite, and now I'm really feeling it. You ever do that? You don't think you're that hungry, and then you start eating something, and then you're like, oh, I guess I really was hungry. Another trick that I got played on me, I went to a camp for boys. It was in the desert. There was a lake nearby, though. Really nice lake, but it was freezing cold. The lake was a high altitude mountain lake. And it was so hot during the day, but you didn't really want to go in the lake because it was freezing cold. And the leaders at this camp, they told us boys, hey guys, you see that peak over there, the mountain peak? At the top of that peak, there are some hot springs. And if you guys get on your flip-flops and your towels and swimming suits, we'll hike through the desert in the hot sun, and we'll get up to that hot spring. And I think you guys will enjoy that. So we fell for it. I fell for it. I went along with them. We got our flip-flops on. We're hiking through the desert with the hot sun, imagining jumping into these hot springs. Well, we get to the top of the mountain, and, you know, there's just, like, juniper trees and sagebrush, and, like, it's a desert, you know. And we're so hot, and we're just wanting to jump into these hot springs, and we know it's not as cold as the lake. It'll be just a nice, fun event. And we get to the top of the mountain, and under one of these juniper trees is an old mattress. Somebody had hauled up an old mattress, and the mattress was just rotting away, and all the stuffing was coming out of it, and the fabric on top was coming out. You could see that inside this mattress were some old rusty springs. They told us the name of this was Rusty Hot Springs, and they sure were hot. Those springs were so hot in the sun, the metal springs. There was not a drop of water to be found anywhere. Of course, it was a joke. So we'd all hike to the top of this peak in the hot sun, wanting to get in the water. There was no water. It was just a joke. And of course, I will never forget that. Anyway, let's...
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
We got our rabbits cooked up. Thank you, guys. We're going to leave you for the owls to clean up. We'll get a drink. Let's see how much time is left on this. 50 minutes. Okay, well... Do I want to get... You know what? I'm just going to grab a couple torches. I can't remember if we left a lantern inside. I'm guessing that I left a lantern back at Grandmother's house as well. I can't remember where I left a lantern. Somewhere around here. We did... So I remember struggling to get lightweight to try to get down that rope. And that's what I'm guessing is I probably left all my loot up at Grandmother's house. Okay, it's good to be back to the Prepper's Cache. Hopefully there is lots of loot here. First of all, you know, let's see if my bedroll's here. We got a bedroll right there, guys. that is the reason we came. We'll grab that. Got some oil in case we have a lantern. That's kind of nice. Now, a lot of these things I probably should take back with us to the camp office. That's what I'm thinking. I think I want to just go to sleep. Let's get a good night's sleep, and then I might do a little bit of looking around, and we'll figure out what we're going to take with us. Oh, there's my reading glasses. I've been looking for those.
I need to drop something.
Can't take them with me, though. All right. Let's get this torch out and get some sleep. There's the bed. Let's sleep for 10 hours. Let's see where that leads us. And get some recovery from our exhaustion. I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning. Nice. We actually have some daylight coming through here. I wasn't expecting that. I pictured waking up in total darkness, so this is actually pretty nice. Now, in my initial look through, I didn't see a lantern, so I'm actually going to get a torch out. You know, before I do that, let's take inventory of what is here. I think I put everything in this container right here. There might actually be some more. There might be more loot in here. All right, let's take a look at this container first of all. What is that? Okay. All right, so no firewood, medical supplies. Now we do have the travois sled. So we could, in theory, we could take a lot of this back with us. I might just load up on everything. Let's just take all of it.
Weigh me down.
Ooh, I should have dropped these. I didn't actually remember getting fresh deer hides and fresh rabbit pelt. I should have dropped those last night before I slept. I didn't even remember that I had those. Somebody suggested a while ago that they get in the habit of checking their inventory before they go to sleep. And that would have saved me right there. I could have dropped these, get them curing. So thank you. That's a really good suggestion. The hard part is going to be implementing it for me. You know, you get in a habit of doing things, and it's kind of hard to break those habits. Okay, let's light our torch and see what other goodies we've left behind in this Prepper's Cache. I remember finding this place, and it was like Christmas morning, seeing all the loot that is here. I'm gonna leave the books. The books are pretty much just burning material. Can I take the crates though? That is really cool. No, I can't take it. Okay, container's empty. Container's empty. We've got a broom. Would be kind of nice to sweep up at the camp office. I wonder how heavy it is. I may actually leave it though. I don't know. There might already be a broom over there. Okay, there's something in here. Paper. Okay, we've got more antiseptic. How much water's in here? Wow, 1.62 liters. We don't need to take the water. What else? Is that everything? Cardboard boxes. Got a bowl. I think that's everything, guys. The most important thing, of course, being the bedroll. We did get the bedroll. I might take this lamp. I don't really see myself coming back up here. Once we clean this place out, there's really no reason to come up here again. Did I check the suitcase? Yeah. Okay, so do we want to take the metal lamp to the camp office? I'm going to take it. It's kind of nice to have electricity when there's an Aurora. But man, I'm so heavy now. Okay, let's say goodbye to the Prepper's Cache. Man, you've been really good to us, Prepper's Cache. Thank you so much for all the goodies. We might be back. I don't know.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Yeah, this is going to be heavy. Okay, let me try to get my bearings here, my orientation. Not exactly sure which direction we're facing here. I'm just going to try to get down off of this mountain without using the rope climb. And then we will deploy the sled and make our way back to the office. Now, this looks like a way to get down. Might get a sprain here. Let's see how quickly I can get off of this. Looks like I've been here before. Okay. I don't think I need the lit torch. So get rid of that. There's a chance we can encounter the bear or a wolf. So we have 0 ammunition for our distress pistol. We do have the bow. But I would rather, if I drop the travois, I actually would rather have a flare, I think, in my hand. All right, let's deploy this, and then we're gonna fill it up. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna sort by weight here. Let's put the heaviest things in. Jerry can, the lamp, heavy hammer. I will keep one hatchet out just for protection in case we have to fight off something. And then, let's see, let's get the bows in there. Actually, I want to keep that one. Let's put in the higher quality stuff. Okay, that should be enough. We can actually start carrying this. Okay, and then the hotkey, if I have to, I can just press the button H to quickly bring out my flare. So I'm just practicing, just in case I have to protect myself. Now, guys, I am super impressed with the name suggestions you guys gave for the sled. So some of the suggestions we got the Dragon Wagon. I got a few different suggestions for Trevor, because it's like Travois, Trevor or Travis. It's really good. And then somebody recommended the Mule, which I actually really like that. It reminds me of an old movie called Romancing the Stone, where they come across this character. They're trying to run away from danger. The two main characters in a jungle. And this character they come across says, well, all I have is my mule. I guess we can use my Pepe, my old mule. We can get on that and run away. Oh, got a little lag there. Well, it turns out Pepe the Mule is actually a really nice four-wheel drive vehicle that he just nicknamed Pepe the Mule. It's kind of a funny point in the movie anyway, when you find out who the mule is. So I like that suggestion, the mule. Okay. And then somebody suggested Bob. Like Bob Sled. Get it? Bob Sled. And another suggestion was Pool, like Paul, but with a British accent, because you're pulling the sled. So anyway, took me a minute to get that, but he had to explain it, that Paul is actually pronounced Pool with his accent. Let's see, another suggestion was Nick, or Saint Nick, because Santa Claus uses a sled. And finally, we had Atlas, like the Greek god with the weight of the world on his shoulders, right? Because we are pulling the weight of the world in our sled. I don't know which of those I'll use. I like all of them. Chances are I'm going to use the mule just because I found that funny, reminded me of the movie. But those were all good suggestions. And maybe I shouldn't stop and get all these sticks. Okay, I gotta pay attention, because there can be wolves right here. Also, I'm not 100% sure that I'm not carrying smelly stuff with me. Let me just check. Okay, I'm not carrying any smelly stuff. Let's take a look at the lake today. Don't see any wolves. Don't see the bear. No sign of the moose. Now we can actually get the moose right here by the camp office. But I do not see any signs that the moose is in this area. So let's unload our sled. Move all to
Feels
inventory.
like a lot of gear.
We'll pick this up. Let's go inside. Man, having that sled really made my life easy right there. Okay, guys, welcome back to the camp office. Feels like home, doesn't it? Feels like we're coming home. Yes, I do need to drop my deer hides and saplings right away so that I don't forget. It's a fresh one. That one is actually cured. Let's see if I can spread these out. Okay, and that is cured. We'll take the cured ones and put them in a container. Okay, let's drop these rabbit hides. These ones are cured. Just doing a little house cleaning, picking up the guts on the floor. You know, daily activities. I'm sure you guys do that at your house too. You pick up the guts on the floor, straighten up a little bit, tidy up. Let's drop the green saplings. I should sort alphabetically. Those are cured. Cured.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Some green ones. And those are cured. Okay. Nice. Let's go up to our living quarters, I guess. Upstairs. We'll put a lot of this in containers. Wow, look at this. I've really kind of made a mess. I wonder if I should store this in a container. What condition is it? 87? I might want to put that in a container. Cooking oil. The only problem with putting food in a container is that the food does disappear if it deteriorates too much. Well, I'm glad to see that MRE, actually. I'm getting pretty low on food right now. Okay, what do I want to do with these? I guess I'll bring these upstairs. Looks really heavy, actually. Yeah, I'm just going to crawl upstairs. Let's bring this upstairs too. Gosh, I'm so heavy. I might even want to do it like a time lapse just to crawl up the stairs. Oh my gosh. This is really bad. Oh man, I need one of those electronic stair things like from Gremlins, the old lady in Gremlins that sits on that thing and it like takes her up to the second floor. She has a window at the top of the stairs, and the gremlins make it malfunction, and it like accelerates and like shoots her out the window. I remember that as a kid. Okay, wow, and we have wilderness cooking. You know, I should read those. If we have enough food, I really should just sit here and finish those books. Okay. We have so much loot. Let's figure this out. We got the books. Okay, I'm going to drop the books outside so we can see them. Let's drop these right here. Okay. And then inside the drawers. Wait, do we have fire starting materials? Medicine. All right, let's get rid of the painkillers. I'll keep these. These are actually really handy. That's all looking really good. I wonder if I'll ever actually use an energy drink. Kind of tend to forget about those. Okay. As far as clothing goes, let's get rid of all the things we're not wearing. Do I want to keep that? What do you guys think? Improvised insulation. Do we want to keep the improvised insulation in our inventory? Because we wear the crampons. Okay, let's leave the Mackinac jet. Wait, is it full? Oh no, it's full. Okay. In that case, let's take the books out. And that. Put the Mackinac jacket in. Do I have more than one drawer? I do. Okay, let's use this. Let's put all of our crafting material in here. Let's just transfer all these. Okay, 34 feathers. Let's transfer a bunch of these. Leaves us with 8 feathers. I'll probably pick up more as we go, but I think we're good there. We can drop these by the stove. We can put the flashlight in. Actually, I'm going to leave these on the ground. Okay, let's do this. Drop that. I'll drop this and that. I actually need to harvest that arrow. We're going to drop this and that. Yeah, a lot of these things I can just leave on the outside. I actually prefer it on the outside. Okay, that's looking pretty good, actually. How many arrows do we have? 22. I don't think I need 22 arrows. I probably should have maybe 15. So what's that? I had to do math in my head really quick there. So 7 arrows. It's going to leave us with 15. I hope that's not too few. I'm having second thoughts now. Maybe I'll take 2 more. Okay, we'll leave 5 arrows here. Maybe I should leave one of the bows here. We'll just carry our nice new bow and then the other. Wait, where are you, bows? Where? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're going to leave the 27% bow here. I'll take these 2. Yeah, I'll take these 2. We'll let that one stay here. Okay. Now for the books. Man, it feels good to be lightweight already. I'm going to take these. Oh, I got revolvers. We can use guns now. 67%, 100% revolver. Oh gosh, man, that would be so fun to take that with us. Do I have a rifle? I've got a rifle. Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I can't carry 2 guns. I'm going to take the rifle. No. Oh gosh, guys, how do I decide? The revolver's nice for scaring things, and it's lightweight. We've got the bow for long-range shots. Maybe I should leave the rifle here. And ammunition, too, is heavy. All right, we're going to put you back. I do want to kind of move you, though. Let's move you a little more at eye level. Like maybe right here. It's kind of hard to see with anything way up there. Okay, so I guess I'm taking the revolver. I will do some shooting with the rifle. But I actually prefer the bow and arrow. To be honest, guys, I prefer the bow and arrow just for weight, and you can just build more arrows when you need to. Okay, I got toolboxes. Let's put the tools on the bottom shelf. Here you can. I'm going to try to do this quick so you guys don't have to sit and wait forever. If I take a long time, I might skip this, but I'll try to do it real quick. Cooking pot's going here. Skillet, it's going here. Flashlight. Let's go in here. Spray can. Let's start a... Oh, yeah, it's right here. Okay, here we go. Oil. Right here. Bullets. We'll have to figure out how many bullets we need to take with us. How many matches do I have? 12 matches. Okay, I'm going to take... How many are here? 3? Ooh. How many are in here? 0. I'm regretting leaving so many matches back at the Grey Mother's house, to be honest, guys. Okay, I think we're in good shape now. Still pretty heavy, unfortunately. Okay, the books. That's right. Let's drop those. We need to read these. Let's drop this. Let's drop that. And that. Sounds like we have a storm outside. Alright, so I remember in the last episode we talked about our plans to go up to Timberwolf Mountain and Ash Canyon to the gold mine. And that is my plan. So I want to not spend a ton of time in here. We're actually going to head to the dam. Ooh, that's going to be tough, guys. There's going to be so much loot in the dam. It's a good thing we have the travois. Man, there's just going to be so much loot. I don't even know what to do with all that loot. Let's drop the oil. Alright, I'm just going to finish this systematically. Okay, firewood's looking good. I don't think I need the birch bark. Let's leave that in here. I mostly just grab the birch bark because it's so handy. It's so useful, you know, but like if you just come across it, you're going to pick it up because it does respawn. Okay, honestly, guys, about our clothing, do we want to keep the crampons? And I think I want to leave the insulation here. I'm going to leave the insulation here. And in that case, I'm also going to leave the down feathers here. So we don't need to do repairs. Our clothing is just so warm already. We'll drop that. Okay, so every piece of clothing in here we are currently wearing, which is what I like. I like to see that. Okay, food is good. A little short on water. We'll drop the salt and you know what, the flour I should probably... Do I want to put it in a container? Leave a comment, guys. I want to know, do you keep your food in a container or do you keep it out in case it despawns? These I'm going to consolidate. Too many bullets. And you don't deserve a place on the tabletop here. Okay, bullets. Where are you, bullets? So, revolver ammunition. We're going to keep... I think it holds... Is it 6? 6 shooter or is it 5? We'll keep 6 to load it and then maybe an additional 10? Does that sound too heavy? So a total of 16. 16. What's 43 minus 16? I don't know. So the way I cheat is I'm going to go all the way to 43. And then I'll just back up 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Nice. It's 27, guys. If I did it right. I didn't even look. Okay. And then I don't need any rifle ammunition. So we can drop all of those. Hopefully we'll find more of those. So one nice thing about the arrows is you can shoot the arrow and then go get your arrow and shoot it again. With the rifle rounds though, I mean you have 15 rounds and once they're gone, unless you can reload of course, but that's a whole nother story. Okay, this is looking really good. Our revolver is at 100%, so I'm not going to take the firearm cleaning kit. Let's harvest this really quick. Save on some weight. Man, look how hungry we are already. Maybe I should eat our MRE right now. Where's our food? Let's eat this. It's probably going to fill us up 100%. Nice. Pretty close. Okay. Okay, drop the flour. We're still 3 kilos, almost 4 kilos too heavy. So we got our bedroll back. We got, oh, this is a decorative item. We got the improvised hatchet. We don't need to carry that. But it is a decorative item I got. Let's put it right here. Flour. It's kind of in the way there. Let's move these. Short guys in front, tall guys in back. That's better. Okay, we've got 18 extra arrowheads we don't need. It's too full. All right, let's do the bottom shelf. Okay, guys, I think I will take a minute just to tidy up. I'm going to do a skip here because I'm also going to leave some notes and inventory everything we have here. And I don't want to make you guys watch that, so I'll be right back. Oh, guys. I just went to sleep to try to rest, and an Aurora happened. And you can see I'm still exhausted. So I'm really confused. I just woke up in the middle of the night because there was an Aurora. I've got chills. I don't know what's going on. I expected to... What? Anybody home? He. What is going on? Oh my gosh. It's the radio.
What? What the hell? Someone there? Hey, hello? Radio check. Go ahead. You better say something or getting this damn thing fixed was all a waste of time.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Come in. I say again, come in.
Oh, what do I do? Oh, gosh. End call. Who are you?
Well, I'm just a fella on the radio for now. Been on my own. The lights, they fried everything. Or haven't you noticed, What? You've been living in a hole in the ground out there? You're on the island, right?
This is amazing, guys. We have another survivor. My entire time playing The Long Dark, I have never encountered another survivor in the survival mode. This is incredible. So I've heard about this. This is the trader. Okay, no, we're not going to end the call. We're going to keep talking. It's just good to hear another voice.
I haven't come across any. Well, until now. It's taken a long time, a damn long time to get this contraption working. The radio, I mean. But your radio seems to work just fine. Still there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. What do you want?
Things are getting a little thin out here in the dark. I've got some stuff to trade. Not much, mind you, but maybe you have some interest. Maybe we can work out a deal. If you can keep your word, that is. Trust don't come so easy no more. Not since the lights showed up. But there's you, there's me, and there's the ice. Well, speak up.
I don't know what to say. It's been so long since I've talked to anybody. I've almost forgotten how to even talk.
There's a place, a little island off Coastal Highway. A dock, an old storage box of mine. We can use that to trade. You keep your distance, and I'll do the same. Got it?
Sounds fair enough. Conversations? Great Bear alone out there? Identity? Wow. I wish I brought a lantern or lamp over here so we could actually see. It's like we're just in the dark here. Let's start with identity. Who is this guy? Who are you?
Just a survivor. Like you, I guess. But I think you might not be from around here. You sound a bit different. Like those folks who wandered into town last week. No, that's wrong. It was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, it's been more than a week since I've been here. Should we keep talking? Should we do trade? Let's ask him about a loan.
Who ain't alone in this life? Suits me fine. I'm still breathing. That's good enough for me. We all get to tell our own stories, right? This is mine.
I want to know if he's seen anybody else. Locals?
I know the coastal regions best, but I've been around most of the island. Everyone's gone, as best I can tell. Something big happened. Historical-like, I guess. One for the books, my brother used to say.
What's your name?
Everyone gets a name, right? I had a name. Sutherland. Yeah, that's it. Sutherland. Whew. I need to wake up. Loopy tonight. What was it you said?
Do you think Sutherland's his real name, or did he just come up with that? Like he's talking to us, but he's like looking at a shelf, and there's like something from Sutherland's on there. So he's like, "Yeah, my name's Sutherland." There's not much more, I guess, we need to talk about. I guess we could ask him a few more things, maybe about the radios.
An old system, meant to keep folks connected, whatever that means. I never had much use for them, even out at sea. Just throw me overboard. That's how I... this one time... lost it again. Never mind.
Is he just stringing us along, or is he legit? Maybe we can talk to him later. Let's ask him about trade.
Let me go over it with you.
Oh. Okay. Trade list, canned pineapple. So he needs me to give him these things, I guess. 12 fur, firewood, and 2 liters of water. Oh, we need flare shells, guys. 2 of any cured hides, 2 liters of water, and 2 ptarmigan down. The only problem is I don't know how long. Like I don't want to say I'm going to trade and then not show up. I don't know how this works. Like how long is he going to give us to do this? I think I'm just going to wait, really. That's good. We get some skill books. Wow, okay. I think I'm going to pass for now because I believe we can trade with him later on when we get an Aurora. My plans right now are to go to the dam and then up to the gold mine and Timberwolf Mountain. If he's still around and he's survived, then we can do business. I think that's what we're going to do. So it's good to talk to you, buddy. I think we're gonna talk again. It sounds like we're both survivors. We're gonna be around a long time. I think we can make this friendship work, but now is not a convenient time. I've got some plans already. I've got things in the works, but next time I'm close to Coastal Highway, we might do some business. Okay.
Right. See you on the other side.
All right. Thank you, man, guys. There are people in this world. We're not alone. There could be more. Maybe he has some people with him. Maybe he's not alone. I wonder if we build up trust, if we could eventually see him, maybe. I don't know. I do want to bring a light down here. While I was organizing, remember I got that lantern, or that lamp? We brought it from the prepper's cache, right? So I put it right here. So we have two up here. I'm going to take the brighter one. Wait, do I want the brighter one? I will take the flicker one. Let's grab this. Actually, I can just drag it. Let's drag it down here. This is why we need lanterns and lamps and things, so we can see. When there's an aurora like this, I want to be able to see what's going on. We can put one here, maybe. It's kind of nice to have it in the background, actually. What do you think? Should we put one in the back? And then we'll try to get more. See, that's so much better. While we were talking to him, we could have had some light in the background. I'm going to try to get more lanterns and things. Especially when we do business with him. It's nice to not be in the dark. Oh, I even got the radio here. Is there any music? A little bit of music. Okay. That is exciting. That really got my heart pumping. Okay, I'm going to go back to bed because we have big plans. I'm in the middle of something here. Alright, let's go back to bed. Let's make sure we're topped off with drink. Man, that was pretty exciting, though. Also, you know, I remember... Do we have the flashlight? I'm going to grab this. Let's equip it. Oh, and it is charged. Okay. I really have not used this very much, the flashlight. So I just wanted to kind of play with it. So we got our bright beam, if we want to scare wolves away. It does use the battery, though. Okay, let's put it away. How did we do that? There we go. It's nice to fall asleep to some music for a change. Okay, we're fully hydrated. Let's go back to sleep for as long as it will let us, I think. I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, still looks very dark. We are fully rested. The sun is up, though. Let's get a drink. Maybe I could read a little bit from one of our books just to get a little bit more daylight. It's nice to be fully rested again, though.
Right about now.
Let's see. Where are you, book? Let's read this one here for an hour. Get a little bit more daylight. There we go. That's much better. All right. Good morning, everybody. I want to show you what I did last night. But actually, before I do that, I know somebody's already commented. And rightly so, because I'm a dunce. I'm a scatterbrained, as usual. So you probably saw me put a whole bunch of arrow shafts in the storage. And the feathers, which we actually need. I forgot. We actually need the tools, and we can craft up more arrows. These guys right here. Okay, so we need to craft more arrows. I completely forgot. So I went ahead and got back the arrow shafts, and I got the arrowheads and the feathers. So we do actually need to spend some time crafting I forgot all about that. It's actually been a while since I played. So we do have to craft some arrows and things. The only problem is we are nearly out of food. So I was thinking we could do some hunting today. We could even take the rifle, maybe go shoot a deer or something like that, and use our sled to bring the food back. I'm going to drop the flashlight again. I don't really need that. I just wanted to play with it a little bit. Yeah, so let me show you the place. We straightened up. I got the carpets here. I used the cleanup feature. I actually noticed there's a note I hadn't read yet, so I'm going to read this really quick. If you want to pause it, you can read that. And then we'll just clean up, tidy up just a little bit more. And then I obviously organized everything, put it all on the shelves. Let me show you what notes I left as well. We left quite a bit of notes. Okay, so here we are. Mystery Lake Camp Office. So I did note of importance. We have the hatchet, improvised hatchet. We actually had a second bedroll here, in addition to the one we got from Prepper's Cache. We got 2 mag lens. We've got a survival bow. We got the rifle. We got 1 extra revolver in addition to the one in our inventory. Bullets. I didn't actually check how many bear hides and deer hides and things we have like that. Lots of saplings, lantern fuel, skill books, etc. Right? So I think today I'm actually going to drop... what else? We are lightweight, by the way. So that is good. I'm going to drop the heavy hammer for now while we go get a deer or something like that. And if we're going to use the rifle, I'm going to... Oh, shoot. I hate doing this, but I might want to drop one of these bows. Let's drop our good quality bow. Oh, man, I hate doing that. I guess we'll keep it. I need to learn my lessons not to drop things. So we got our bedroll here. We got our pan, our pot, Harry and Wilson. And now we got our bow. We got our toolbox. I'm going to drop that temporarily. And we'll drop this book. So these are things I will pick up before we leave. So I actually need to use those. Okay, I think we need to go get a deer or something. I want to see how many bullets are in here. Is it even loaded? It's not loaded. Okay.
I could eat a horse.
Yeah, let's grab these. Let's load up our gun. Man, just look how hungry we are. That's not good. Okay, we are ready to rock and roll. I do need some food. I noticed, by the way, as I was cleaning last night, I do have these crackers here. If I face them out, I'll be more likely to see them. Because they were hiding pretty well. Now, as far as food goes, for breakfast, like I said, guys, we are really light on food. It's a good thing we ate those rabbits. I think I'm going to eat the acorns. And we'll save our crackers. Maybe I'll eat one more. Okay, let's go get ourselves a deer. I'm also going to get a drink. No, we're actually good. Okay, let's go outside. Okay. Let's get out our gun. Not sure where we're going to find a deer. We'll look up here. Might be fun to go up to the fire tower up there. I don't think we've been up there yet. Okay, I don't want to waste a bullet on a wolf if I can help it. So hopefully I don't attract a wolf right now. One more problem we are facing is a lack of firewood. Okay, no wolves, please. Huh. Not seeing any deer. Might be some on the lake. I'm actually gonna get a torch out. So I really don't want to waste a bullet on a wolf. I'll check down this way. I'm so hungry. Man, I had some really good dreams last night after talking to that trader. I had a dream that I was back before the apocalypse at a party with a bunch of friends and food, all kinds of snack foods and entrees, and there's music, and it was warm, and those kinds of memories are pretty distant these days. Okay, no wolves, please. There's a wolf right there. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'll get out the revolver. I don't want to do a negligent discharge, though. Gotta be careful of that. So it is a 6-shooter. Holds 6 rounds. And we got... Oh, it's a deer. Why did I think that was a wolf? Is there a wolf there? No, there's just 2 deer. I'm going to go for the buck, if I can. Oh, and rabbits, too. Alright. We got to make this work. I'm so hungry. We'll leave the doe. You really want to try to avoid shooting those unless it's like a real life or death situation. Now, how close can we get? Need to wait. Whoa. I hear something running? Maybe it's just the deer I hear. Sounds like there's one like right on top of me. So there's multiple females. Oh, I missed. Dang it. Did I really screw that up? There's a wolf over there. That was a wolf I saw. Okay, he's coming back. That was lucky. We get a second chance. I need to be more careful. I got impatient there. That was the hunger speaking, guys. You know what? I'm gonna be... I know I wanted to use the gun, but there's a wolf right there. We're gonna play the smart game. We're gonna get smelly, and then that wolf is gonna hunt for us. Alright, that wolf should be coming soon. Should we get another rabbit? There was another rabbit. I'm going to make up for that bullet that I missed. The shot I missed. I think he's on the other side of this rock. That little rabbit. Rascally rabbit. I have no idea where he went. There were 2, right? Pretty sure there were 2. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let's drop the rabbit. Harvest. We're gonna get smelly this way. 4 minutes. Ooh, 2 minutes with the knife. We'll use the hacksaw. Shred him a little bit. It'll help our cooking. And then we'll get... whoops. Okay, I messed that up. I guess I have to do a 5 kilogram harvest. I could have done another 3 and then a 2, but I accidentally clicked. Sort of messed it up. Okay, we're kind of sitting ducks here. Let me get out a defense item. Make sure I don't accidentally shoot. Okay, now we have some more stink lines. So we can get over here by the deer. He should be coming. I think he's coming. He's right there. Yeah, he's coming. He sees a deer. Or did he get a rabbit? No, I think he's coming, guys. He's coming for the deer. He's right there. Ooh, we got one right there. Okay, let's... Okay, I might have to scare these guys. Let's get close to this one. There we go. Okay, that's too bad. I didn't want him to get the doe. Oh, you know what? He's gonna go after a deer now. He's going after another deer. Let's get out our gun. I'm gonna use this. There's the other rabbit right there. Where is he? He had to have got that deer. I don't hear him, though. Maybe he didn't get it. I see the deer running. Come on, wolf. I can't believe that deer got away. Yeah, run towards the camp office. Alright, let's scare the wolf away. Okay, sorry, wolf. Okay, we have 2 deer we need to harvest. And looks like maybe a storm. And we've got the rabbits. We are out of fuel, though, so I'm grabbing these. They're right here. Okay, let's go back to the first deer. Looks like we got a wolf right here. I'm not heavy. No, it's a rock. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna cook the meat here. We just need to harvest it. Checking how many rocks I have. There's our other little rabbit friend, and it's kind of ironic. We didn't want to shoot the females, and the 2 females ended up dying. It's too bad. Okay, got some feathers. Yes. Any more? Okay, this wind is a little bit worrisome. Especially because there's predators around. That's the problem. I'm worried it's going to blow out. Oh well, let's just go for it. We can cook the rabbit meat while we harvest the deer. And then I'll go get the other deer. Then we're going to have enough food to create the arrows.
Come on.
Do some crafting. And we'll get some more hides. The trader needed hides. Hides are pretty valuable. I kind of hate to trade them. Let's place our pot down. Okay, you are in the way. There we go. Okay, I'm not smelly. Got 11 minutes. Yeah, we can use the hacksaw. I think it's the fastest. That's mostly the fastest way. Alright. Get a little bit of meat. I'm just going to cook enough to take up the time. Let's go ahead and eat these. I'm just going to cook enough to... Oh, man. That's not helpful. I mean, it is good. I never know what to do with the fat. Okay, 36 minutes. You know what? That's probably going to blow out right here, isn't it? Yep, it did. Alright, blizzard time. Oh, visibility's going fast. Okay, so I need to go that way. This kind of sucks. Too much time. Dang it. I don't want to be smelly. Well, how's that, guys? The game knew our plan, I guess. Is this the right direction? I hope it is. Yeah. Well, we did get a little bite to eat, at least. I really hope these deers don't despawn. I'm just going to read until we can come out and try to harvest these animals. Okay, it's nice we've got shelter so close. I think I'm just going to sit and wait. See if we can read a little bit, maybe. Oh, I need a drink. Let's get a drink. Oh man, I'm out of water. I don't think I have any water up here either. No water. Okay, I'm gonna make a fire and cook some water while we read, I think. Yeah, let's start a fire. Alright, we'll use a book. I can still hear the wind blowing out there. Man, it's like the game knows our plans, and it throws a curveball at us every time.
That did it.
Let's put this away. No wonder the trader wanted water. It's so precious. Let's do 2 liters. Let's add a little bit more fuel. Okay, I'm gonna sit on the bed and read. It's nice and warm right here. Do I have enough water to read for another hour? Yeah, I do. $32 minutes. Could just let that time out. Let me just add a little bit more fuel. And then I'm going to break down this crate right here. Just do it by hand. I'll probably take that with me, that fuel. So 11 minutes. Let me add one more stick. Can craft these. Okay, water's done. I feel a lot better now, knowing that we have water. Put that back up here.
I could use a drink.
Yeah, let's drop, let's get a drink and then we'll drop the water. Okay. Drop a liter. So, you know, I'm going to try what you guys said. You said from the radial menu, I can drop water. No. I don't want to do that. So from the radial menu. Oh, nice. That is really handy. Okay, thanks for that tip. So I just pulled a liter straight out of the radial menu. Nice. All right. I hope our deer have not despawned. Time of day. Oh, it's getting late. Is that a stick? No, it's a torch. Okay. I need sticks. We are hurting on the fuel, in the fuel department. Guess I don't need to run. It'd be such a waste if those deers had despawned. I think I see it. So I guess I'll get this deer first.
We need to eat soon.
So there's going to be some sticks here, maybe. We could harvest these branches. Okay, that's probably good enough. More feathers. Okay, I'm going to make a fire. Not so much because I need the warmth, but because I need the protection while I harvest. I remember getting jumped by a bear while I was doing this. And we got so many wolves right now.
That didn't work.
All right, try it again. Got an 85% chance of success.
Come on. Damn it.
Oh my gosh. I think the wind is throwing him off. A little bit of wind. Makes me nervous that we're going to have it blow out. Okay, nice.
All right.
Let's put this out or put away. There we go. Let's add some fuel. A little bit of sticks. 43 minutes. Let's see how much I can get. You know what? I'm going to do a little bit at a time. Probably should have done some water, but that's okay. Just want to get some meat cooking. I almost walked into the fire there. No, I don't want water. Let's place our pot. Okay, we have 36 minutes. I need to add more fuel. Alright, hopefully it doesn't blow out. Shoot. Let's do that. Got a little bit of wind. Dang it. Okay, that's done. I probably can't afford to keep the fire going. I'm gonna risk it. 28 minutes. Fire's gonna go out. Sun is setting. Okay, got some cooked venison. Nice. Okay. I want to try to get the other meat harvested. Of course, I do want the hide, but I think the meat is more important right now. Huh, how do we want to do this? Alright, I'm going to drop the sled. Where are you, sled? Deploy. Let's place it all in here. Okay, we shouldn't be smelly now. Yeah, we're good. Alright. I really should have got a flare or a gun in my hand to do this. Okay, I'm going to leave the meat right here, I think. Well, you know what? It's not that far. Let's at least bring it closer to the camp office. I'll drop this meat off, and then we'll go get the other meat. I might swing through the trees on the right to see if we can get some more sticks. Ooh, but we do have... It's like another storm's coming. Ah, it's a shame I couldn't get that hide. I might try to get it. I might go back, but after we get the meat. Alright, let's drop this. Let's move all to inventory. Okay, let's pick this up. I kind of feel the need to hurry. I feel like we're in a time crunch right now. Oh yeah, I was gonna get some fuel. Dang it. Right in these trees here. Maybe I'll just check these ones. I don't see any sticks. Wind is pretty strong. Can we get any shelter here? No.
Just need to close my eyes.
Alright, we'll rest for a minute. We'll walk slowly. Try to regain our stamina. But that wind is just right in my face. We need this meat. Can't afford for this meat to go bad. Okay, any wolves out today? But I hope he finds another mate soon. Kind of feel bad. Both of his girlfriends are gone. Okay, this is a bit risky. We do have that deer nearby, which gives me hope that we're safe here. 48 minutes. Let's go. Getting sleepy. Okay, the wind has stopped.
I might have to drop some gear. Feels like night is coming.
Let's have a look around. Make sure we're not in predator territory. Okay, I'm going to deploy the sled here. My little mule. Let's put the meat in there. Okay, we're not smelly. Such a weird word, smelly. I don't actually like that. I prefer to call it something else, like, I don't know, fragrant? We're not fragrant. We're not attracting predators. Okay, I do want this hide. 27 minutes with the knife. A little bit vulnerable, but we're not attracting wolves with our smell. I don't know. I'm just so used to saying smelly. I may as well say it. Do we want the rabbit carcass? Maybe. Let's put him in here. Is that under food? Yeah, let's put him in there. Okay. Let's get out a gun. Make our way back. I still want to get this other, the pelt from the deer, if possible. Okay, no wolves, please. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Maybe I'll take our haul back to the camp office and make a decision. This weather's not good. Plus, we don't have a fire. We don't have fuel. Can I make it across this? Oh, good. Yeah, this weather is not looking good. I should just be happy. We got a whole bunch of meat. We got one of the deer hides harvested. Yeah, weather is turning bad. Wow, guys, what an adventure! We met the what's his name? Guy on the radio, the trader. Sutherland. Yeah, we got 2 deer killed. That should give us enough food to craft all these arrows that we need to craft. All right, let's put away our gun. Get out the meat.
Too much stuff to carry.
Let's just chop it all right here. I will take the rabbit inside with us. Let's go inside. Okay, we made it. I'm regretting we don't have the lantern. But anyway, guys, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please, I just ask you to take a second, leave a thumbs up, or if you prefer, you could leave a comment. I do love hearing from you guys. Of course, I do hope you're already subscribed so you don't miss out on the adventure. But guys, most importantly, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.
Thank you.